Today we're going to talk about, how to create the environment to embrace your passion or purpose in life. However, you know what's coming? I'm going to ask the question, have you said your affirmation or affirmations today, right? I did this morning. I did my meditation, my quiet time, my visualization. So I hope, these gifts that I'm sharing with you, I really hope that you're embracing them to help you to live a life filled with love, laughter, and happiness. Now, you notice a little change there, right? In one of my webinars, I talked about affirmations and how they evolve over time. And so I've actually evolved one of my affirmations to now say, my passion is to inspire the world, one person at a time, to live a life filled with love, laughter, and happiness. I used to say love, tranquility, and happiness. Don't get me wrong, tranquility is important, but I find that in today's environment, laughter is such a powerful medicine to put us in a good place. And so, because I've modified that affirmation, today's affirmation is very simple. It goes like this: I'm living a life filled with love, laughter, and happiness. Okay? If you're alone and you can say it out loud, please do. If not, say it to yourself. It's a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm living a life filled with love, laughter, and happiness. And folks, I gotta say, and my very good friend Uncle Paul in Miami knows this, every Friday night, we have a lot of laughs. And I really look forward to my Zoom call with my very dear friends every Friday night. And I really appreciate everyone's support on this call today. All right. So let's get going. So how do we create a healthy environment to embrace our passion or our purpose in life? Well, folks, I'm going to share my story with you. Before I discovered my passion or purpose in life, I was just drifting along the currents of life. I was just living day to day, working hard, but just not really feeling it, not really having fun. And I was very lucky to meet some people. They came into my life and they started to share with me, and I discovered my passion in life. Now, if you have not discovered your passion in life, I'm going to help you discover that, okay? Not because you don't have one means that it's not good. It just takes us time to discover what our passion or purpose in life is. But for me, before discovering my passion, my purpose, I was just living life day to day and just drifting on the currents of life. And folks, I can tell you, now that I have discovered my passion, and what is my passion? I've got 2 passions. One is this, spreading love, helping people, inspiring individuals to live a life filled with love, laughter, and fun. That's one of my passions. Another passion that my wife and I do, we raise funds for women's shelters. And we've been supporting a couple of local women's shelters for the last, quite a long time now. And one of my long-term goals is to, via the vehicle of Messages of Inspiration, is to, support women's shelters around the world. It's unfortunate we have to have women's shelters. However, my ultimate dream would be to be able to eradicate violence against women. So that's my ultimate goal one day, and it's a passion of mine, is to support women's shelters around the world. So another passion of mine is to create wealth. So those of you who know me, I have many companies, and creating wealth is something I love to do. And I'm going to share with you, how to find your passion, how to embrace your passion. Okay, fair enough. So on that note, tip number 1, if you don't have a passion or purpose in life, here's how you discover your passion. Here's how you find out what is your passion or purpose in life. And I ask myself 2 questions. What do I love to do, and what makes me happy? Think about those 2 questions. What do you love to do, and what makes you happy? And ponder that. And if you find that you can truly be truly honest with yourself and answer those 2 questions, that will start to lead you to the path of discovering your passion. Now, it's a journey, folks. It's a journey, okay? When I started to learn about how to discover my passion, it took me time. But those are the two questions that I ask myself. What do I love to do? And what makes me happy? And certainly helping people, I love to do that. It makes me happy. And of course, creating wealth, I love to do that. It makes me happy. So tip number one, to discover what your passion is, ask yourself those two questions. All right? Tip number two, I said it to you a while ago. I was meditating this morning. I was visualizing. So visualize yourself living your life with that passion, with that purpose, right? See yourself doing the things that makes you happy. See yourself doing the things that you love to do. And for me, I see myself doing these webinars around the world. I see myself traveling to different countries, speaking with world leaders. I see myself empowering people to make this world a better place. These are all things that I do every time I do my visualization and my manifestation. So visualize yourself living the life with your passion and purpose in life. That's tip number two. Tip number three, create an affirmation that is aligned with your passion or purpose in life. So, like I said, one of my affirmations is, the essence of messages of inspiration is to inspire the world one person at a time, to live a life filled with love, laughter, and happiness. Well, that's aligned with one of my passions. So as you create your affirmations, have them align with your passion. And of course, you must follow through. You have to say your affirmations every day. If you can't say them out loud, at least say them to yourself. And like I said, I have developed, for me, every day, 8 affirmations that I say every day. All right? So that's tip number 3. Tip number 4, surround yourself with individuals that are aligned with your passion and purpose in life. Surround yourself with those people. As you start to discover your passion and purpose in life, you're going to meet people, and you will start to attract the people you need to attract into your life in order to help you and reinforce your passion and purpose in life. So surround yourself with the people that you need to have around you to align yourself with your passion or your purpose. That's tip number 4. Tip number 5, feed your mind information that is aligned with your passion or purpose. For me, I haven't, I watch YouTube videos that are inspiring. Some of my friends have referred to me some books I should be reading, and so I have subscribed to Audible, right? The audiobook, and I am now listening to some inspirational books, and I get ideas. So I'm surrounding myself, I'm feeding my mind the information I need that is aligned with my passion and purpose in life. That's tip number 5. Tip number 6, you need to set goals. Because when you discover your passion and purpose in life, you have to set a goal of where you're going to go with your passion or with your purpose. So you've heard me say this in the past. Think from the end. Think from the end. When you can see yourself achieving your goals, this is part of the whole visualization and manifestation part, right? Set your goals, think from the end, because when you can see yourself achieving that goal, you'll start to put the pieces in place and work backwards to help you get there. And folks, it's a journey, okay? Sometimes you don't have all the answers, but what I can tell you is that if you never give up and you keep seeing yourself achieving that goal, you're going to attract the people and the things that you need in your life to achieve your goals. So tip number 6, set goals, think from the end. Okay, see yourself achieving that goal. Tip number 7, spend at least 30 minutes every day doing something that's aligned with your passion or your purpose. At least 30 minutes a day. And one of the things that I do for myself, apart from reading, listening to books of inspiration and watching inspirational messages on YouTube or listening to a podcast, I phone 3 friends every day. just to reach out, to say, hey, how you doing, right? Never be afraid to show your love and share your love. And you've heard me say this in the past. You can make a difference, and you do make a difference. So for me, I spend at least 30 minutes a day. One of the things that I do is I reach out to people I love and care about, and I love you all on this webinar, and I reach out to you just to say hello. I'm there for you. Okay, so tip number 7. Tip number 8, very, very important. You know, we are always concerned about what the world thinks about us. What do people say about us? What do they talk to us about us, right? Don't be afraid of being judged, okay? Never be afraid of being judged. You are who you are. If you're doing something good for this world, then never be afraid to show your passion and share your passion with the world. Believe me, when I first thought about doing these webinars, all those fears ran through my mind. You need to put them aside. Put them aside, okay? Don't be afraid. Never be afraid to show your passion and share your passion with the world, okay? So those are the 8 tips that I want to gift and share with you to help you embrace your passion and create the environment for you to thrive and discover your passion or purpose in life. Because believe me, folks, when I was not living my life with passion or purpose, it was just day to day. No, that's not the way to live a life. We're all put here on this earth for a reason. We're all put here on this earth for a reason. Discover your passion and go share it with the world. Don't be afraid, okay? Now, as always, I like to share with you on every webinar one of my many life truths. And here's one for you. This one, I don't think I've shared this one with you yet. It goes like this. What people do unto others, they can do unto you. What people do unto others, they can do unto you. What do I mean by that? If you hear somebody talking badly or behaving badly or doing something bad to somebody else, you must be very mindful because they can do the same unto you. So that's one of my life truths that I want to share with you. What people do unto others, they can do unto you. So be very mindful of who you surround yourself with. Okay? Excellent. On that note, my very good friend Craig, are there any questions for me, my friend?
Actually, I've got one. You mentioned that you're listening to some inspirational audiobooks on Audible. And I was wondering, I guess, do you have any recommendations, or are these audiobooks that you're listening to specific to your passion?
You know what? I was talking with a colleague and they recommended a book by Eckhart Tolle. And another one, I was watching a YouTube video. I was watching an inspirational, motivational speaker, and he mentioned another book called The Untold Truth. Or the book name escapes me right now. I can send it to you if you want. But that's how I get these books, Craig. You know, I just having conversations, and when I start to share with people my passion, they start to open up to me and share, you know, have you heard of this book? Have you heard of that book? And because I'm in my car a lot, I just find that audiobooks work for me versus trying to find time to read. I do spend at least 15 minutes in the evening time when I'm winding down, listening to my audiobook, and it kind of just puts me in a very, you know, calm state of mind because I'm enriching my mind with something that's inspiring me, right? But I can text you the names of the 2 books that I'm currently listening to, and with the author's name. And actually, another friend of mine referred another book, and again, the name escapes me. So I'm working on 3 books right now. How does that sound? Again, enriching my mind.
That sounds good. And you know what we'll do? We'll include it in the YouTube description when we
Yes,
upload the video
yes.
for everyone else. That's
Please
great.
do, please
Thanks,
do,
Michael.
please do. And always remember, as I said before, you do make a difference. One person does make a difference. You do make a difference. And I'm asking you to reach out to a friend, a family, a loved one, and inspire them to live a life filled with love, laughter, and happiness, and then teach them to do the same. And that's how we influence change around the world. On that note, I want to thank you. I love you all. I miss you. Can't wait to see those of you in person and give you a big hug. But that day is coming soon because we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay? I want to wish you a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Love you. Bye-bye.